woods as I waved the gun around like Frank told me to. But it went bad. Everything went wrong. When the cop saw me waving the gun, he aimed his gun and fired it. Oh, not at me, but at Mark. Oh, Mark slumped over across my belly. His blood was everywhere. I went crazy. The love of my life, the father of our child of the revolution, was dead in my arms. And his killer was standing right there. I didn't know what I was about to do.
Which was?
I shot the cop. Dead, me, I shot him. And then I placed the gun in Mark's dead hand, pointing at the dead cop. Your Bubby killed a man.
Wait a second. You mentioned the cop's kid's name. You don't actually know her, do you?
Patty. And I have stayed in touch over the years. To tell you the truth, we become friends. We're almost like sisters.
How did you guys even meet?
I introduced myself at her father's funeral.
Oh my God, you went to the funeral of the man you killed.
There's a little bit more to the story. Patty told me her dad resented those spoiled hippie brats. Her and her dad were always arguing over the war. Her dad was for the war, and she, like Mark and me, were against it. After breakfast on the morning of the protest, he said, "Wouldn't it be funny if those hippies died during the war? Would teach them a lesson."
Wait. So there were no accidents? Only murders? Her father murdered your boyfriend, my grandfather, and well, Bubby, you murdered my grandfather's murderer?
We both lost men we loved that day. There's one more thing I need to tell you.
There's more.
I need you to know. I want you all to know. Hattie's included in my will.
You're telling me that the daughter of my father's murderer will share your life savings with your own grandchildren?
I wouldn't put it like that, but yes, she is.
What's wrong with Grandma sharing her savings with this Patty? Alley Cat, you don't mind, do you?
No, Mom.
I can't believe you. You turned your family's lives upside down with this, 50-year late confession? I can't believe you killed someone. And you let your dead boyfriend...
Mom, don't you see? What good would Grandma's confession have done 50 years ago? I could just picture you growing up behind bars in a little orange prison onesie.
I mean, a tiny little fist in a protest salute, maybe with a peace sign in the other hand.
You two think this is funny?
I mean, picturing you behind bars, it's kind of funny.
Mom, do you regret not confessing 50 years ago?
Why? To wash the guilt off my hands? Of course, it might have lightened the load my heart carries. But is that always a good thing?
Of course it is.
I'm not so sure. Maybe that's why I sought out Patty.
I don't know what to say.
I do. Unless you love someone, nothing else makes sense. That's Patty. She's been dying to meet everyone. I invited her to come over and have some bubbly with us. Jeremy, would you press the buzzer to let her in?